You are now listening to the Backpack Podcast.
No breaks, no stalling. Would you be my darling? For you, I'm all in. I hear my calling. No breaks, no.
All right, welcome back to the Backpack Podcast, everyone. We're your hosts, Thomas and Samba. Essentially, obviously, if you guys have seen previous episodes, you know what the mantra is. But I'll do a brief one real quick just to let the viewers know who haven't seen us. We say we unpack our backpacks. That means if you can take something away from the episode and use it to help you on your journey of life, whatever it may be, then you packed up your backpack. So that's essentially what it is. What's up, Samba?
What's going on, bro? How you been, man?
I've been pretty good. How have you been?
Not bad, not bad. It's been a interesting week,
Yeah,
to say the least.
to say the least.
Yeah, to say the least. Been an interesting week. Like you said, just been interesting, man. We're not really usually recording on our regular days because things have been moving around a lot. So.
Yeah, but we got to make it work.
Oh yeah,
we make it work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
grind don't stop.
Yeah,
grind don't stop. Grind don't stop.
Yeah, we persevere even when we have technical difficulties midway through an episode and have to start over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That didn't happen.
That definitely didn't just happen.
Yeah, man.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna start with the hot take. If you guys haven't noticed, we do that now. We start and end with a hot take like I said, start it and then cap off an episode. That's what we do. All right. The hot take today is crunchy peanut butter is better than smooth peanut butter.
Crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say nah. I prefer smooth.
Okay.
I don't know who uses crunchy peanut butter.
Oh.
I'm not even I know what crunchy peanut butter is, because I've bought crunchy peanut butter by accident for my mom for when she cooks ingredients. So I'm Senegalese. So in Senegal we have some peanut butter based dishes. So we'll make a peanut butter sauce of rice and stuff. So I've gotten her crunchy peanut butter before and she got upset. It's no, and I gotta take the crunch parts out. They're not
every
single peanut. Yeah. So I'm I don't think there's a need for that. If you just want peanuts, just get peanuts,
Yeah.
I wouldn't use that for peanut butter and jelly or anything like that. I prefer smooth ones.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
Nice.
Smooth peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
Never ever crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah.
I hate crunchy peanut butter. I'm actually kind of passionate about this.
Okay, I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
F crunchy peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, smooth peanut butter all the way. Like you said, who eats crunchy peanut butter?
I don't know. What would you use it for?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jellies, I guess. But
for those of you that are listening or watching, let us know what crunchy peanut butter is used for. That is something we don't know.
Yeah, and then
teach us.
We'll recommend you to a mental health person.
Yeah.
No, I said that last time. It was funnier last time.
You said
I don't even remember. I worded it differently this time. It worked last time. You know what?
It's all good.
It doesn't matter.
It's all good.
We'll refer you to a mental health specialist. I think that's what I said. Anyway.
Jeez, man. Coming crazy for these people, man.
Well, why crunchy?
I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a reason why they make it.
Yeah, people eat it, I guess. Otherwise, they would stop,
exactly,
right?
Yeah, true. I mean, is it fun to eat off a spoon? I know some people eat peanut butter off a spoon. That could be something. They might like the crunchiness in that. I couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you. But here's something I do use with peanut butter, since we're on top of peanut butter. I do like making a Reese's sandwich. So I like to put peanut butter on one side of the bread and then Nutella on the other side with a nice glass of milk, man. A1.
Yeah.
A1, bro.
I've never had that, but it sounds good.
It's really good, bro.
Yeah.
It's a great snack.
I would love to try that.
Oh yeah, we could definitely have that happen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you want, that can be our next Thomas Eats.
Yeah.
We could do
I'm
that.
down.
Okay, yeah,
Let's do it.
All right, we'll do that.
Have you ever had peanut butter and pickles?
No.
Sandwich?
Sandwich? No. Never sandwich. I never even had
me neither. I don't
Okay.
like pickles, but I have some cousins from Texas. If you're watching this, I'm outing you right now.
Yeah.
They used to always tell us the peanut butter and pickle sandwich. That's the best. And we're like, you guys are weird.
Yeah, no. Peanut butter and pickle sandwich. No. I know pregnant women sometimes has those like weird cravings, and like they'll want peanut butter and like a pickle. I don't know what the combo is, like sweet and sour or something, but like I never even heard of a sandwich version.
Yeah.
Like, do they slice the sandwich up?
I don't know. I
Is it
never tried it. I
is
was
it-
like, get away from me whenever they wanted me to.
It's like a chunk of pickle, just in like some slice of bread. I don't know, like what kind of bread.
The
do you
way
use?
I'm imagining it is
Yeah.
like imagine a piece of bread with peanut butter, like one half of a peanut butter and jelly,
Yeah.
but then like sliced pickles, right?
Okay.
Like a
Like
cross.
as if it was like turkey.
I have what?
You know, how you make turkey sandwiches. You kind of fold the turkeys, and never mind.
I don't have pickles on my turkey sandwiches, so I don't know. Oh, you mean
Like laying the pickles as it like as if it was turkey, like layered on top of each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I'm more imagining it like pepperonis on a pizza.
Okay. So like
Yeah.
just different slices. Just okay. I mean, I'm weird because that's like layered.
Yeah, we're not on the same page right now. I thought you meant like pickles in a turkey sandwich.
No, I mean like the way like
I was like, do you like tuck them in like under a blanket, like of layers of turkey?
no, I mean like you know how like if you go to like Subway or something, you know how, like they fold the turkeys and like layer it
Oh,
on top
yeah,
of each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
I was saying like just layering the pickles on top of each other like a row, but that would be too many pickles.
That'd be a
Yeah.
ton of pickles.
I mean, I don't know. I'll probably try it, but I don't know if I'll want to.
Well,
I'll try
you
it.
can try it when I try the peanut butter
And the
Nutella.
chocolate.
And I'll
Okay,
try
yeah,
the
yeah, we can
peanut
do
butter pickle.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
could do
yeah.
that.
I'll call them and try to get the exact recipe.
Oh yeah, please do. And if we do like it, that might be my new snack. But I don't know if I will. I doubt I will.
We still have to reveal your other snack, but not this episode. Not this episode.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
Your special snack.
The world's not ready for that one. But yeah, peanut butter Nutella. Try it
Yeah.
out. That's something to take into your backpacks.
Okay.
Not a bad snack. Not a bad snack. Glass of milk. Good to go. So if you crisp up like the bread, toasted it or something like that, it's excellent, bro.
Nice. Okay. I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, definitely.
Good glass of milk.
Yeah.
A good glass of like whole or 2% milk, not almond milk.
Oh, yeah, I remember you're not a fan of almond.
No, yeah.
Almonds are right. Almonds are right. But I know you said you wanted to talk to me about something.
Yeah. So I watched iRobot over
Okay.
the weekend.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Because of the podcast, or
Yeah, well, my girlfriend's the one who put it on.
Okay.
She put it on. She's like, "Oh, I have a movie that we can watch," and she put it on because of the podcast.
Oh, because of the
episode.
podcast. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you for making Thomas watch iRobot. He needed to watch that.
Yeah.
No,
She was
for
like, "Now you can tell Samba you watched it." I was like,
sure. Nice.
Yeah, no, but I liked it. It was really good.
All right. Nice.
I really enjoyed it. Actually, it was a good movie. It just like, it was of that era of movies
Mm,
where so many movies came out
okay.
a year.
Yeah.
Some of them bad, some of them good, some of them classics.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That was just a great era of that, a great time, and it wasn't just that year, but like, really just until recently, I guess. And I'm thinking more in terms of like the movie theaters,
Okay.
because I feel like, no, I don't feel like this is true. The movie theater, going to the movie theaters is like dying, is what they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And you can tell really only people go for like the huge blockbuster movies like Barbie or Oppenheimer. Like that was
Yeah.
crazy,
The big stuff.
but besides that, it's just
Yeah. No, I agree. Like back then, like I used to go to the movies constantly for like different types of movies, because there were so many good ones coming out or potentially good ones coming out. Nowadays, a lot of movies aren't as good, or they're just on streaming services. Yeah. So like, the experience of going to the movie theater is not.
it's like
It's not as
post
common.
COVID, everything's just streaming services and stuff,
Yeah.
and people don't want to go out of their houses.
Yeah, that's true.
So like the movie theaters are dying, which makes me sad because I love going to movie theaters. It's literally like one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
As far as like an activity, oh, what should we do? Let's go to the movies. I'm down. I love going to the movies.
Yeah.
I love the
It's
whole
fun.
experience of
Yeah.
it. I love getting snacks.
Yeah. Crazy expensive.
I
but
love
yeah.
coming out of the movie and like talking about it.
Yeah.
Like everything about it. I love it. But so it's dying and it's sad. And I think a big problem with that is like the movies that come out now aren't very good, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was telling you earlier, it's like lack of originality.
Okay. Yeah.
So like the movies that are made right now, it's like either a biopic, so about someone's life. It's either a remake of a movie that people loved like however long ago, a sequel of a movie people loved however long ago, and then like superhero movies.
Yeah.
And even the superhero movies like have been bad since like Endgame.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
So it's like just, and it's not just movies. It's like music too. Music, TV shows, like a lot of the popular songs right now, like samples of really popular songs from the past
to kind of carry them all. Yeah.
But mostly, movies. It's just like they just remake stuff, and it's like there's no more originality. No one's like making anything. I mean, there is stuff that comes out that's an original idea, just not a lot. I would say.
No, I agree. And if you do find a good movie, a lot of times it's on a streaming service. Like I follow this page where they'll tell you like, oh, you should try this movie, and like they'll give me a quick snippet of it. It's like the last one I remember is like, I think this lady got like a birthday gift. It was like a box. She opened it up and it was just a hand, and then she turned around and came back to it, and it was like half of a person's face coming out of the box, and then she turned around and like the person was standing up. Like it got really creepy. So like that looked pretty interesting. I'm like, ooh, I should go watch that. But like it was like on Netflix or something, and because of that, I was like, okay, cool, I can watch that anytime then, and I don't have a drive to go watch it.
Yeah.
So that kind of ruins it. The fact that it's on streaming services.
Yeah, and then like I'm not saying that because there is like the streaming services movies that come out. Like there is some that are really good.
Yeah.
But they're like not as known as they probably should be because they're just like hidden on a streaming service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not in the theaters. They don't get that kind of marketing or whatever.
Yeah, there's not commercials for it.
And then even just think about like if you see a really good movie, say on Netflix, a Netflix original, you're like, that was a great movie. Imagine how much better it would have been if the first time you saw it was in theaters.
Yeah.
Like
big screen, dark room, bunch of people that are here to watch a movie with you. So you share the same experience. Yeah. Snacks. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's kind of annoying actually. Yeah. I hate that they just remake everything now.
Yeah.
Like even the Harry Potter, they're like, oh, we're gonna do a series. I'm like, why? The movies were so good.
Yeah.
Like it's not really necessary. It's just to make money, I think.
Unless they can put in a lot of stuff that was in the book. Because movies, you can't cram those books into a movie. So movies do leave things out. Series have potential, but they have to do it right. And if they don't do it right, it literally ruins the whole thing. Like Avatar, The Last Airbender, like they're making a live action series of that. I'm excited for that. But I'm also terrified because if they ruin that, I'm gonna be upset. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very touchy thing at this point, you know. But hopefully the movie theaters don't die out, man. I'm hoping they still stay alive, or at least long enough until everything cycles back. So I do think like in like 10 years or so, movie theaters will be back in running. Because like there's always a trend, right? I think streaming services are gonna die out at one point because it's too convenient. And you ever listen to the radio because you're just tired of listening to your playlist?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, right. Yeah, cool. So
all the time, actually.
Yeah, cool. So same concept. Like I feel like we'll get tired of watching the things we want to watch, and we're gonna look for other people to give us things to watch. And that was a good thing about TV. Like back then, you had no control of it. So if you caught something, you're like, oh, let me watch it now because I caught it. Otherwise, I won't be able to see it for like another couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with streaming services, you can watch it anytime on any device, anywhere. So I think that's gonna kind of filter out to make it so that people want to be given something rather than have all the control.
Yeah. I think you're right. Hopefully. And then trends just always seem to come back around anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like even like clothes, music.
Like mullets.
Mullets.
Like those got made fun of for so long, and then like now cool. They're like all popular. Like So yeah, things always come back around.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm hoping the movie theater kind of gets back some revival era. So hopefully the directors, the new director at least, can like bring that back. I think part of the issue is that they're trying to appeal to everyone. I think that's not what they should be doing.
Right. Trying to appeal to everyone, yeah.
Yeah. Because
and I think also they rely on nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's what they're relying on mostly with the remakes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then even biopics, if you think about it, you're kind of just like remembering that person's life and getting a nice inside look on it. I love biopics, actually. I really like biopics, but people who like grew up, say, watching Elvis or knew Elvis, like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so
remember when this song came out.
it's still nostalgic. Yeah. So now you're just looking deeper into nostalgia. Yeah, no, that's true. That's very
But
true.
you know, it's just a lot of, they rely on nostalgia, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's do something new.
Yeah, no, I agree. Do something new. Like there aren't like I remember you telling me at one point that comedy is dying too, as far as like movies.
The comedy movies, oh yeah,
Yeah,
almost
absolutely.
like completely dead.
Yeah, like I don't remember the last time I watched a good comedy movie in a theater.
Yeah, because like I even saw this on a different podcast. People, I don't remember who it was, were talking about it, but they're like, this many comedy movies came out this year. Like, I don't know, I'm at like 60 something maybe or something in the theaters. Comedy movies, like that used to dominate the movie theaters. Actually,
that was a really big thing. Yeah.
Now how many come out a year is like in theaters maybe 2.
Jeez, man.
And they suck. Like they're bad.
Yeah, yeah, man. Because one, people are too sensitive, so like they can't say certain things. They can't be as vulgar in certain ways. They can't make fun of certain people. So like, it's ruining. Like even like in stand up, it's ruining comedy in general because people are too sensitive. And I think in order to break from that, you need to be able to like make fun of people that are going to be upset. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
That's honestly the case. But yeah, no, like if we can get comedies back, that'd be great. You know?
Yeah, but even like I told you, like where the comedy is now in movies, it's like you get it in superhero movies essentially.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Like if you think about it, superhero movies are pretty much just comedy movies, but like they're superhero movies, so like, but they're mostly comedy.
Yeah, I can see that. Like there'll be a battle, and then like they'll have like 3 jokes in those battles.
Yeah, exactly.
To break the tension. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then superhero, like we said, superhero movies have dropped. I don't know if we're just repeating ourselves.
Yeah, no, because because after Endgame, the issue with the reason why that first couple of phases were so great is because they had a lot of build up, right? That the Iron Man movie, then it took a couple years, then it took Iron Man 2. They made Thor separately, they made Hulk separately, and those are characters people already knew, so they had already a fan base for those characters, and then they're building on it because they had time to do so. Now I think they're rushing all these movies because there's so many movies coming out, and no one knows these characters unless you're a comic book like fan.
Yeah,
you don't know these
fan.
characters.
Yeah.
What made Iron Man so great is that everyone knew who Iron Man was, even if they didn't read the comics. Spider-Man, not everyone reads the comics, but everyone knows who Spider-Man is. You know,
like those big ones.
Yeah.
Just like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America,
Hulk. Yeah, everyone knows those because those are the big characters. Now they're doing a lot of small characters, and they're doing too many of those movies in small times. What I think they should be doing is getting more recognizable characters and then putting those small characters in those stories, then do a spinoff
to build their own.
To build their own, exactly. That's kind of what they did with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
They just rushed Captain Marvel. I think Captain Marvel could have been much better, but I think they rushed Captain Marvel. But I think that's why it's like not as good as it used to be. Because like the shows are great. Like Loki's pretty good. I think it's called Captain Falcon. No, Captain Falcon's a different character. Yeah. It's a show where Falcon and Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier, yeah. So I heard that was pretty good. So like there's some good shows that are still going on, but like the movies aren't hitting as well. At least for Marvel. For DC was never really that good with making movies.
Yeah, no, their movies have been bad.
Shows are great. I'll tell you, DC shows are great, but their movies could be much better. I don't know. They always had too many different directors. No one's trying to stick to the script.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
They're all
DC
is
one of their main actors is like he goes to jail and like hits women and stuff. Have you seen that? Ezra Miller?
I seen a couple articles on that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
crazy.
wild, bro. It's
So
wild.
and then like they still kept his movie.
Yeah.
And like they canceled, I think, the Black Cat movie
Yeah.
that was already done or something.
I wanted to see that so bad.
Like what? Why?
There-
What? Where was the logic?
There's no structure. There's no structure on that. So at least Marvel has structure. But like I said, the quality is going down because they don't know how to keep the phases going without they're doing too much, honestly. I think they should be spacing it out just enough to get people interested in the next movie.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, moving on from that.
All right, let's do it.
So for the viewers listening, we have a new segment. There we go. We have a new segment that we're going to try to do every episode. It's called the backpack item of the day. Essentially, it's kind of an overall what's the word I'm looking for here?
Tip, I guess, maybe. Or
Yeah, for the episode. Overall theme. There we go.
Theme, there we
Overall
go.
theme for the episode. We're gonna try to do one of those every episode. Backpack tip of the day. Take it away, Samba.
Cool. So today's backpack item of the day. It's funny that you mentioned iRobot and got into talking about movies because it's about media and how it influences people, right? So I was really gonna go into like shows and like video games and like how movies. So like when I was younger, people would say, "Oh, you know, if you play shooting games, you're gonna come out like a killer," and I'm like, I guess that made sense when I was younger, but as an adult, I'm like, that's not how that works. Like, I can see a bunch of killers on a game and not become a killer.
Yeah.
I don't think that affects us. What has happened, I've learned a lot of lessons from like TV shows, movies, video games, the whole nine. Like a couple of episodes ago, we were talking about how like two people get a date to their prom. No, sorry, a person gets 2 dates to the prom by accident. Easily avoidable, and I learned how to avoid that by watching TV. Like most of my lessons came from TV for the most part. So I want to let it know, like, if you are concerned about a person's TV watching, just make sure they're watching the right thing.
Yeah.
Because that can also just influence them positively rather than negatively. Because not everyone learns the same way. And if you can learn from TVs or games or something, that will make it a lot easier than trying to force them to learn a way that they don't know how to learn from.
Yeah.
Right. So that's going to be the backpack item of the day.
Cool.
Pretty much just media isn't as bad as it could be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gotta intake the right media.
Exactly. And take the right media. But even then, even if you're doing the wrong media, just take the positives from those media.
Okay.
Right? So if you watch a lot of reality TV, take some positive out of that. If they're doing something dumb, don't do those things.
Yeah.
Or if they're, if there's some conflict between, a partner or something, learn how to avoid those things and how you should move forward with those things. So
If there's a conflict between Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah, right. Learn how to avoid those issues. Yeah, because if you're big on the to keep up with the Kardashians, there's some drama there. So learn how to use those dramas to avoid it, not to increase that in your life.
Yeah.
Same concept. Like even cartoons, I learned a lot from cartoons, just from the way that it flows, just from the way that they talk.
Even like think about like Looney Tunes and cartoons like that, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Like it's so exaggerated and stuff. You get like an anvil dropped on your head.
Oh, yeah,
or
no.
like something like that. But even like that, you kind of learn. So take for example Bugs Bunny. He's like duck season, and
And
rabbit season, duck season, and then he flips it. He's
Yeah.
like rabbit season, duck season. Even from that you can kind of learn like
how to handle certain situations. So
Yeah.
now it was like, what do you take from that? So from that you probably take, manipulate your environment to your to your benefits. It sounds kind of bad, but not necessarily. You can kind of take control of your own dangers. If you're in danger, you're in control to get out of that. That's kind of how I'm seeing it.
I think mostly I guess of like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Like watching Wile E. Coyote fail and all that stuff, you're like,
But he never gets up.
exactly.
Yeah. That man is a grinder, inventor. You know what I'm saying?
But like even seeing him failing, you could be like, well, he could have done this differently.
Exactly.
Now I know if I'm ever, for whatever reason.
Not that you'll be chasing, roadrunners your whole life, but like if he ever comes to it, you know how to, don't chase after him, but trap him, that kind of thing. They're called roadrunners for a reason, man. But yeah,
no, I get what you're saying.
yeah. So that's the backpack item of the day.
There you go.
Use media properly, and that can help influence your life a lot better.
There you go. There you go.
Lessons
All right,
in
now
everything.
let's get into what we planned for this episode.
Nice, dude. All right. So in this next segment, Thomas and I decided to do our top 5 Nickelodeon shows. We are big TV watchers, so we'll see how it goes, and then a debate might spark. We'll see how it goes. But I want to hear his top 5, and we'll go from there, man.
Yeah. So, and we also have honorable mentions.
Oh yeah.
But so we're gonna both start. Like I'll do my number 5 first.
Okay.
And then you'll do your 5, and then I'll do my number 4. You'll do your number 4, back and forth, right?
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I have to tell you,
Yeah.
this was really difficult for me
It was harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah.
because I was a Nickelodeon kid growing up.
Oh,
Full blown Nickelodeon kid.
Gotcha.
So this was really difficult for me.
Yeah,
I have like a bunch of honorable mentions.
How many do you have? Because I only have like 4 or 5, dude. As far as
I have a good amount.
All right, cool. We'll do. Let's hear your number 5. We'll
Okay.
go from there.
Also, I don't know. I feel like people might not like my 5. I don't know why. I just have a feeling, but
I mean,
this is just what I had to go with based on me.
Based on you, yeah. I mean, it's your top 5. So, I mean, I might debate you on some stuff, but
okay, number 5.
All right.
This was a tough one for me. This was between 2. I won't let you know what the other one is because I don't want to like reveal. Anyway,
gotcha.
Number 5, The Fairly Odd Parents.
Ooh, that's number 5 for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Number 5 for me was Ned's Declassified. Yeah.
Such a good show.
Such a great show, man. Such a great show. I took a lot of things from that show.
Yeah, that was like the backpack before the backpack.
Shout out to Ned Declassified for the original backpack.
Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah. Like, I used that. There was an episode about, like, if you had to use the bathroom, but you want to use the public, like, the main bathrooms, tell the nurse you got, like, a stomach ache, and she'll ask you if you have to use the bathroom, and you say yes. Like, I've done that so many times.
Then you got to use that personal one-person one in the nurse's room.
Yeah. It's nice and it's clean because, you know, it's how to say clean. Like, love it, bro.
Great tip.
Good tip. Like, great tip.
Great show.
Great show, bro. Oh, yeah. So why'd you say Fairly Odd Parents for number 5, man?
Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah,
I love that show.
It's a great show. Love that show, man.
Let's keep going through our list,
right.
And then we can discuss.
We can discuss it. All right, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
My number 4, Victorious. I might get hate for that one.
Yeah, you're gonna get some hate for that for sure.
Great show.
It is a great show.
So funny.
Love that show. Great show.
Which, by the way, before you tell me your number 4, I saw something today.
Yeah.
Leon Thomas, who played Andre.
Yeah.
You know, he like actually produces music and writes music and that kind of stuff.
He writes for like Drake and like.
He won
Chris
a
Brown,
Grammy for Snooze by SZA.
Nice.
So that's dope.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Leon, bro. Shout out to Leon, bro.
He was great in that show too.
He's phenomenal.
What's the song? I don't wear designer clothes. That song's great.
Song. I know exactly what
I don't know what you've been used to, dude. And that's like his song.
Oh yeah.
Know? Oh, amazing.
That man can write.
That man's amazing.
He can write. That man is excellent. And then like honestly, that whole cast can sing very nicely. Like,
yeah, they're mad talented.
Oh, yeah.
Ariana Grande,
yeah,
dude. That's when my crush for her started.
Oh yeah.
And I was like in love, like, and I mean like, like actually in love.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, for me it was Ariana and then the chick that plays Jade.
Okay.
Yeah, no, great show. No,
she was the first one that sparked like I think real like celebrity crushes for me.
Okay.
And then like I was always like for celebrity crushes. I was always like, if I could just meet them, like they would fall in love with me. Like I just need to meet them. If I could just meet Ariana Grande. Anyway, yeah, I was in love with her, man.
I believe it. I definitely believe
As Kat.
Oh yeah, she was adorable too.
Yeah, and then she ended up being like the most successful out of all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway,
she blew up really, really big. Yeah.
Number 4 for you.
Number 4 for me is Drake and Josh.
4?
That's number 4 for me.
What?
Wait, yeah, that's number 4 for me.
Okay, that's shocking.
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
shocking to you. I'm guessing yours is higher.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
My next one.
Yeah, let me hear your 3.
3 for me. iCarly.
Okay, so
you can tell I like the Dan Schneider shows.
Yeah, I can see where this is going. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. So I have to tell you. Anyway, no. You know what? Let's just skip over it.
We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. All right, cool. So that was your 3rd.
3rd was iCarly.
For me, it's Fairly Odd Parents. That's number 3 for me. That's why when he said Fairly Odd Parents was your number 5, right? I was like, ooh, okay.
So you have Ned's, Drake and Josh, Fairly Odd Parents. Okay.
Yeah. And then you had Fairly Odd Parents,
Victorious, then iCarly.
All right, cool. All right, cool.
Okay. My number 2, Drake and Josh.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. Goated.
Yeah.
Okay.
My number 2, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob at 2.
At 2, yeah. You would think
curious to know what number 1 is. Actually, I might know what number 1 is.
You might know it. Maybe. We'll see.
I think I do.
All right.
We'll see though. Okay, my number 1, SpongeBob. SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob is a goat. For sure. Mine is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, that's what I guess. I was gonna guess.
Because that's just my favorite show of like all time. For the most part, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so your 5. Say it. Starting from 1.
From 1. So number 1 is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Number 2 is SpongeBob SquarePants. Number 3 is Fairly Odd Parents. Number 4 is Drake and Josh. And number 5 is Ned's Declassified.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that from you, I'll tell you the truth.
Cool. Awesome.
And then
Surprise you.
mine was... I don't like mine anymore. Mine is number 1, SpongeBob. Number 2, Drake and Josh. Number 3, iCarly. Number 4, Victorious. Number 5, Fairly Odd Parents.
Right,
but I have to defend mine because that's
man.
what I grew up. You know, those were the
Yeah.
shows as I was growing up. And I'm not... These are great shows.
Oh, yeah, there are great shows. I'm not saying those are bad. Like, honestly, those would probably be, like, my top 10. For sure. Out of, like, all the shows that were on Nickelodeon, that would probably be, like, my top 10.
And this...
Some of those are actually my honorable mentions. So,
okay. And this may be controversial to say, but because I know Dan Schneider's, like, his name is disgraced now.
Ooh.
But that man made great shows.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He may have been a creep. He may have...
Yeah, that whole Nickelodeon
I don't know.
thing.
I don't know about that stuff. But what I do know is those shows made me laugh as a kid. And still today, if I watch episodes of like Dan Schneider shows, like Drake, Josh, iCarly, any of those, hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. It's like the sense of humor is like uniquely its own. I don't know. I can't even explain it.
It's I couldn't explain it either, to tell you the truth, because it's different than like
even think of the character of Gibby.
Yeah.
Just like takes his shirt off. Like all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Those are good shows. No, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. For me, like I told you, Avatar is my favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
SpongeBob is a close second.
Okay.
Because as far as Nickelodeon shows, SpongeBob is like the GOAT.
He's like the Mickey Mouse of Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
kinda.
exactly. Like
the face of it.
You can't think of Nickelodeon and not think of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You know? Fairly Odd Parents was actually one of my favorite shows for a long time. Okay. The comedy in that show is A1. The jokes are like they're levels to those jokes, because like even as an adult now, I'm looking at some. I will watch an episode. I'm like, yo, that's even more funny as an adult now.
Yeah.
Because it makes more sense to me, you know. And honestly, I wanted Fairly Godparents. Like, who wouldn't want that, you know? Drake and Josh, of course. I mean, I think that was like one of the best sitcoms for like kids for like a long time.
Yeah.
And then Ned's Declassified, like I explained to you, like it was just a great show that was relatable. Yeah. I was in middle school struggling.
You want to hear my honorable mentions?
Let's hear honorable mentions, man.
I already know people are going to trash me for my top 5. I don't care. Those are good shows. Those are the shows that I really grew up watching a lot.
Yeah.
So number 5 was hard for me because it was between Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron, because I love both those shows. Yeah. And I feel like I watched them equally.
Yeah, they kind of came at the same time. I think they were made by the same people too. So
they had a crossover episodes.
Yeah. So yeah,
but they were definitely different. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I watched them equally and liked them equally, so that was really hard for me. Yeah. I have Avatar, The Last Airbender. Okay, cool. The only reason that's not in my top 5 is because I don't remember it that well. I do remember I went through a phase where I was obsessed with it as a kid, but I don't. As an adult, I don't remember it that well.
Dude, if you rewatch it now, your love for it will like blossom.
And I've heard like because it's on Netflix and like everyone like has rewatched it. Yeah. And like loves it even more. Like my older brother's one of them. He's like, Avatar is the greatest thing ever, and I'm like, I bet it is. I should rewatch it, but I haven't yet, so that's why I couldn't put it in my top 5 because I don't remember it that well.
That's fair.
But it was sick from what I remember. Yeah. Okay, another honorable mention for me, Danny Phantom. Ooh. Fire show.
That's one of my honorable mentions too, man. Oh yeah. For sure.
I got Ned's Declassified. I love that show. Cool. That one was also a little bit before my time. Yeah. I watched that through reruns and stuff, I think. Yeah. Maybe I caught the tail end of it, but that one was still a little bit before my time. But I do love that show. Oh, yeah. It's a great show. Great show. Rugrats, bro.
See, it's funny. I thought about putting Rugrats as one of my honorable mentions, and I was like, you had to be there for Rugrats. Like, Rugrats is not the kind of show you can like watch now and be like, oh, this is such a great show. It's kind of one of those shows like you had to be there to watch it, and then you appreciate it more as an adult. You know?
Yeah, I wasn't alive when it came out, when it was coming out. Yeah. Or maybe I was, but like 1 or something.
Like a baby, yeah.
but I don't know why or how I got put onto it when I was like really, really young.
Okay.
I think we had like a VCR of it or something,
okay, so
and then
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
watch like reruns. And
See, that's
so I've
what I
seen
do.
like the movies and stuff from like when I was a kid. So that for me has like a special place in my heart.
Oh yeah.
Even though I wasn't really alive when it
Man,
even first aired.
listen,
But
you made it happen. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, I only have 2 left.
Let's go.
Honorable mention: Zoe 101. Great show. I used to
yeah.
love that show. But again, that's in the Ned's Declassified class for me.
Yeah.
Because I think those were the same time, and like I said, just a little bit before my time.
Yeah.
So I mostly saw it through reruns, but I did love that show.
Yeah.
And last but not least for my honorable mentions, Hey Arnold. I love that show.
Okay.
And
I was
that,
not expecting you to say that.
Yeah.
I was not expecting you to say
and
that.
that I've only obviously seen through reruns because I wasn't alive when that came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was one summer where it'd come on all the time late at night. We'd have sleepovers at my grandma's house, me and my cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd put that on at like 2, 3 a.m. every night.
Jeez.
Because we'd try to pull all-nighters every night.
Yeah.
I'd just be watching that. I love that show.
Nice,
Great
bro.
show.
I was not expecting you to say that. I was not expecting to hear Hey Arnold on that list at all.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. All right,
Yeah.
cool. For my honorable mentions, All That.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great show.
Right. Because I mean that was kind of like
SNL for kids.
exactly, pretty much. So I enjoy that. It's also where like I became a big fan of Amanda Bynes for a while. I was a big fan of her until things went wrong for her. But
No, but dude,
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes, as a child actor, like crazy talented.
oh yeah, phenomenal.
Crazy
oh yeah,
talented.
she could have gone so far.
She could have.
yeah.
Poor thing. She had like the child stardom
yeah.
effect, I guess. But
Yeah,
she was really
Things
talented.
definitely went left for her, yeah. iCarly is an honorable mention. Victorious, Danny Phantom, and Zoe 101. Those are my
Okay,
honorable
that's a
mentions.
great honorable
So-
mention list.
So, like I said, like it wasn't too far from what you were saying. It's just different orders. But I'm really surprised you said Hey Arnold. I was not expecting you to say that.
I love Hey Arnold.
Yeah, man. That's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But
I could dig. I could dig your list.
I'll defend my list.
Yeah,
Those are great shows.
Yeah.
Like I said,
phenomenal shorts. Yeah, they're great. I
I'll
have no
die
complaints.
laughing at any of them.
I have no
even right
complaints
now.
about your list, bro.
I see clips on Instagram of shows and like saw a clip of Victorious. I think I might have sent it to you on Instagram.
I think so. Yeah.
And it's like when they have the ice cream trying to get Kesha to sing for them. And then
Yeah.
Robbie's like, I'm going to take this to the park to give it to some kids or something like that. He comes back all beat up. He says the moms jumped him.
Yeah, like
So one big mom stepped on my neck. And then Jade's like, gotta love big moms.
oh yeah, nah, love that show.
Yeah.
Phenomenal show.
But Nickelodeon, in my personal opinion, was the best. Maybe it's just the time I grew up, but I was a Nickelodeon kid. Yeah. And in my personal opinion, best kids network.
Okay.
For shows.
Nice. There is a correlation between personality and the type of whether you're a Disney kid or a Nickelodeon kid or a Cartoon Network kid.
I think I've heard about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that, and we'll bring it up on after we do our whole mesh of the episodes. And
yeah, we actually haven't even mentioned that yet. So,
oh yeah,
for this episode, we did top 5 Nickelodeon shows, but in future episodes, we're gonna do top 5 Disney shows, top 5 Cartoon Network.
Yep.
And then in the end, we'll rank them all
so top shows.
And
that we'll probably make that top 10 for like that.
Yeah.
For that big one, yeah. And then from there, we can probably talk about like the different personalities based off the show that you watch, that kind of thing. Yeah. That'd be cool.
I liked your list too, though.
Thank you.
You had a great list.
Thank you. Appreciate
your
it.
honorable mentions were good too.
Yeah, like
much
I said,
less than mine.
Yeah, I didn't think. Usually when I think of honorable mentions, like 1 or 2, I gave like an extra couple because there were just so many good options. I couldn't just leave all of them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
There's even ones that I left out that I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
But I have to.
No,
Let me see. Nickelodeon shows. I like Big Time Rush. It wasn't gonna make my top 5.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Definitely wasn't, and it didn't make my honorable mentions. Yeah. But I did like that show.
It was a good show. Like you say, it wasn't something that I wouldn't recommend that show to anyone because it's not for everyone. That show is more like you gotta like the band, kind of. I was a big fan of the band, so like I had like their music and everything.
Yeah. They were a good band.
It was a good band. Yeah, it was pretty dope. They had some good stuff.
The Backyardigans. That would never. I just saw that here. That was
that's more like what's it called?
Like
Nick in the Morning.
Yeah.
Like Nick in the Morning.
Yeah,
Nick
definitely.
Jr.
Nick Jr. That's what it is. That and like that show with like, what was it? Like a turtle and a chicken, like a little baby chick, and like something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you're talking about Wonder Pets?
Yeah.
I used to love Wonder
Wasn't
Pets.
there a
bro.
song that they would sing?
Oh yeah, there's a couple songs. Wonder Pets, we're on our way to help a baby something and save the day. Yeah. No. Yeah, I know Wonder Pets.
Backyardigans, I never considered. That was like a show my little brothers would watch.
Yeah,
And
well,
I was like,
I was definitely thinking
just
more
around.
I was thinking more like adolescents than like baby shows. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Yeah, I just saw that, so I was like, oh, the Backyardigans.
Yeah.
Remember that guy Tyrone? Wasn't that his name?
Yeah.
And the other guy, that little blue one, Pablo.
That was low key racist, bro. Low key racist.
Tyrone was like black.
Yeah,
Pablo was like Mexican.
Hispanic, and Unique was like black, right?
Oh yeah.
And what Austin was Australian, right?
I don't even know.
He's a kangaroo, right? I think something like that.
Okay, let's see what else. Blue's Clues, fire show. I used to love that show
You're
when
still
I
on
was
Junior, bro.
when I was my Nick Junior days. I loved Blue's
Now
Clues.
Blue's Clues goated.
Okay, here's one that I really liked,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you'll feel the same.
Okay.
The Penguins of Madagascar.
I love that show, bro. I freaking love that show, bro. Love that show, bro.
Dude, great show.
Love that show. When they made their own movie, I was excited. I'm like, yo, they're dope, right? Well, first of all, the Madagascar movies are great. Love them as is. But then the spin-offs, bro, like Back of the Barnyard,
Dude, yeah.
great show. Like these are shows I wouldn't recommend to everyone because it's not for everyone. But like, they're up there, man. They're up there. They're pretty good ones, man.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Back of the Barnyard was a good show too.
Great show, bro.
But yeah, Penguins of Madagascar, because I love Madagascar. My favorite characters were the penguins.
Yeah.
Then when I saw they're making a show, me and my cousin, my older brother, used to like love watching that show.
Yeah.
And I have fond memories of that show. Have you seen the meme of I think it's Kowalski or no Rico? Which one's a smart one?
Kowalski.
Kowalski, yeah. And he has that like toothbrush going down.
Yeah.
Have you seen that meme?
Yeah.
He's like, oh. Okay, another show. Fanboy and Chum Chum.
That one is not for everyone for sure. It's definitely a
Weird show.
It's a weird show. Like me and my brother liked it a lot, but it's literally not for like not everyone can watch that show. It's a very weird show. It's kind of like that Mr. Meaty show.
Oh yeah, that show was weird.
So weird. But it was kind of
like puppets.
Yeah, they're like puppets, but like they had like weird big eyes. Yeah, nah. It was a little weird.
Again, Fanboy and Chum Chum never would have been considered for my top 5.
Not at all, yeah.
Not honorable mentions either. But I will say with my younger brothers, because they used to watch that show, I did enjoy watching that.
It's a good show.
Sometimes
it's a good show. It has some funny moments for sure.
Invader Zim.
See, that was gonna be one of my honorable mentions. That could, but like it barely made it. Only because I watched Invader Zim a lot as a kid for a small period of time, and then I watched it again as an adult, and I got a new appreciation for it. But it wasn't something I was like, nah, this got to be the GOAT. Like it's not one of the GOAT shows for me.
I never watched Invader Zim.
Yeah,
only because it looked weird to me. But I've heard that the fandom for Invader Zim is like
huge.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, it's huge. Yeah,
crazy big.
Because if you watch Invader Zim, you'll understand like it's meant to be kind of addicting, but not addicting. You know, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
but like it's a great show.
Okay. There's Back at the Barnyard. Yeah. Ren and Stimpy. Have you ever seen that show?
Ren and Stimpy, good one. I usually watch that. It usually came on like towards later of the afternoons. So I used to watch that after homework or something.
Yeah, I saw that on like. Yeah, I don't remember. It was late night TV.
Ren and Stimpy though, it's inappropriate.
Yeah, it's very inappropriate.
Very inappropriate for kids. But like the kids are young, so the jokes go over their heads. But as an adult, great show.
Yeah,
great
I
show.
agree. There's one more that I saw here, but I can't. It's not here anymore. Cat Dog.
Ooh,
that almost made my honorable mentions list.
Dang, I didn't even think about Cat Dog. That would have, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Again, before my time, but my dad showed me that show when I was really young.
Yeah.
So
you got put onto it. Yeah, no, Cat Dog was a good one. Cat Dog was a good one.
And that has Tom Kenny, the voice actor of SpongeBob. He
Oh, yeah,
plays dog.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, good list,
I
man.
like your list.
Appreciate it.
Do you like my list?
I do. I do like your list. It makes sense, actually, your list. Yeah. Especially, like, I've seen you, like, how you operate and stuff. Like, it makes sense that would be, like, your 5.
Okay. SpongeBob. Before we move on.
Yeah.
SpongeBob is amazing. It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
The GOAT show. I know so many episodes of that show memorized. I can tell you what season you're on just by looking at like a quick snippet.
Dang, really?
Like that's how much I love SpongeBob.
I can't do that, but say a SpongeBob quote and like almost 100% of the time I'm gonna know it.
Okay, yeah, same thing.
So I'll quote SpongeBob sometimes and people like don't
Realize. Yeah,
dang it.
Yeah, I have a friend that all he does is quote shows to me, and he'll do, most of the shows he does is like SpongeBob. So he'll like send me a text and he'll be like, "It's just a greasy spoon." Like, he'll just send that as a text, and I'll continue on the rest of the song or something, you know.
Yeah.
And SpongeBob has some banger songs, bro.
Oh yeah,
banger
definitely.
songs, bro.
We're listening to some earlier.
Yeah, bro. Some banger songs, man.
One of my favorites is Gary Come Home.
It's a great one.
It's a great song.
Sad song, but such a great song. Like, it's sung very well. Whoever's singing that has a beautiful voice, bro.
Amazing voice.
Yeah, great voice, man.
I every time I hear that song or even think about it, I get it stuck in my head.
Yeah.
One time I had that song stuck in my head so bad, I kept like singing it and like I couldn't stop myself. My girlfriend got so mad at me. She's like, "Will you quit singing that song?" And I was like, "I'm sorry. It's been all day. I know."
Yeah. No, that's
a great song.
It's addicting. Yeah.
Gary, can't you see I was blind? Okay. Anyway.
Start getting your new record deal or something, bro. Yeah, no, SpongeBob is good, bro.
I think that's one of the reasons we hit it off so well right away.
Yeah,
because we both had a love for SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, because you'll make a reference like in the middle of work, and I'm like, haha, you know.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
That one time you're like, you asked me to do something at work,
yeah.
And then like you came a little while later, and you're like, "Did you finish that?" And then you stopped me and you're all, "Did you finish those errands?"
I do remember that. Yeah, man.
That was funny, man.
Love that, bro.
Yeah. We're going to have an episode where we just do our favorite SpongeBob episodes, too.
Okay,
in
we
the
can
future.
do that. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. Because there's some good ones and some A1 ones. So, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
The early seasons are the best.
I agree.
The newer seasons are kind of weird.
Yeah, he looks rounder in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And he's not like a smart sponge anymore. Like, he was always kind of dumb, but like he was more coherent and stuff. Now he's like super weird. He makes random sounds.
They
all
just
the
like
time.
he's
like Patrick now, but like
even worse. They're all like they're just weird. They like do faces.
Yeah,
and like bunch of, like
yeah, it's not even like comedy.
It's not at all what it was.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But anyway,
so next up, we're gonna do a quick hot take, and we'll probably end up wrapping up from there.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to read this hot take?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, cool.
I like when you read it. It surprises me.
Okay. This hot take is superstitions are real.
Superstitions are real.
Yep.
I don't know how to. Okay. Are they saying like the things that people are superstitious about are real? Or the concept of superstitions are real? I don't know if that makes sense. Right? Because some people are superstitious about like everything. And some people are superstitious just in general about like religious stuff or
about like walking underneath a ladder.
Yeah, things like that. Like, I don't believe in the concept of luck. I do believe in being lucky. Right? So like if something was gonna fall and I just missed it by an inch, that's lucky, right? Because it could have been me, right? But I don't believe that I had luck on me to avoid that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That kind of thing. So like winning the lottery, you have to be lucky because that's it's a very small chance you'll win. So that's lucky. But you don't have a rabbit's foot and win the lottery. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That kind of thing. So I don't believe in luck, but I do believe in being lucky. But as far as like superstitions, I'm still kind of confused on the question because saying superstitions are real, like that's subjective to every person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like my mom's superstitious. Like she'll pour water outside every day. Because that was her thing.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That's like a blessing kind of thing. So I get why she does it, but I don't think it's real in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like some people like don't like their shoes flipped over or like on the opposite sides, right? I think it might be like a sense of OCD in some
Yeah, I think a lot of superstitions are OCD.
Yeah. So like,
At least for me personally, in my case, a lot of my superstitions just OCD.
yeah. So like, you know, like it depends. Like when people say like when their favorite team is winning, like or going to like the Super Bowl or something, they don't wash their underwears for like a month or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's real. And like I'm saying, like it's real to them, but I don't think that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, because whether or not you did that or not, the team's gonna perform the way they perform.
That's
like,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
I'll say this. So
okay,
if I'm watching my favorite sports team, say the Spurs.
yeah,
Okay. And so we start the game, blah blah blah, and we're not doing that good. And I move seats.
yeah,
I'm sitting somewhere else now.
yeah.
And we start killing it.
You're not moving.
And I'm like, so ever since I started sitting here, I was like, I can't move. But then I think in my head, I'm like this actually has nothing to do with anything at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, if I move seats, that would not affect
Change
how
anything.
they're gonna play across the country.
Exactly. Now, if you were like in a stadium and you like got close to them and you said something to them, then maybe, you know, like the people on the sidelines, they have a lot of effect. But like if you're across the country,
No, but yeah.
TV,
So listen. I'm thinking that
Okay.
like this has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. They're gonna play out. They're gonna play. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So I think that, and then I move seats, and then we start sucking.
You'll go back.
I mean, or like even like I won't even move seats, but I'll think that like, you know, that doesn't affect them.
Yeah.
But then I'm also like, but I can't risk it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, when you get into the games, like you got to do what you got to do. I feel you on that. Yeah. So like, it's real to you, but I don't think
do have those thoughts of like, this is ridiculous, has nothing to do with it. But then I'm like, but I better not risk it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I do.
It's kind of like
there's a part of me that believes it.
It's kind of like bowling. Like you ever seen Malcolm in the Middle?
Exactly
All right, cool. So the dad like does this
It's
whole
the same
routine every single time, you know, to make sure that he gets a strike. So like, I do get that concept very well, right? Like rituals, superstitions, that kind of helps build a person. But like, are they real? I don't know if I can say yes, because I've walked under ladders before. I've been okay.
Well, that's,
You know?
that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think those superstitions are real? Like a black cat crosses in front of you?
Nope. I live with a black cat.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I don't think superstitions are like real in that sense, but I do think they have a power that helps people when it becomes real to them for sure. But I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that.
Cool.
But I get the point of it, and I have my own superstitions. So not that it doesn't exist, but I do have my own superstitions. But that's only for like my mental like peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's what it is for everyone, even if they don't realize it.
Yeah, they
just
wanna,
for their own mental peace.
Yeah, they just want to soothe themselves, keep themselves comfortable. That's really what it is. Because like I said, a lot of times it doesn't affect anything else. You know what I'm saying? People correlate it sometimes, like, oh, I walked on a ladder, and 2 days later I fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
You might have been clumsy that day. You know what I'm saying? But like, they do link those things because it makes them feel better about like their own choices and like what they're doing. So
sometimes it does seem like, though, if you're having really bad luck during a day and it just keeps piling on,
yeah,
and then something else just like, you're just like,
yeah,
how?
yeah, why me?
Just like, I had bad luck today.
Yeah,
that's what I was seeing. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the way you perceive things because of something that got us started. Maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Like I've had a series of bad things happen, and I'm just like, damn, today just sucked. I just keep it moving.
Okay.
You know, because like people that dwell on those things, they sit in that. And like I've told many people this before, the more you talk about a certain feeling, the more that feeling grows. So if you hate something and you talk about how much you hate something, you're gonna continuously hate that even more.
Okay.
Right. So if I had a bad day, I'm not sitting in there like, yo, this is a bad day. But then my day gets worse because I'm thinking about how bad the day was, right? So I'm like,
just move on.
I move on. I'm like, dang, that sucked. Let me just do something else. You know what I'm saying? And if something else happens, I'm like, dang, that sucked too. What's happening today? Everything that sucks today? Cool. I'm gonna do something else. And I just keep moving on. That way I don't sit in that, and it kind of becomes a superstition in a way where like if I'm thinking about all the negativity comes to you. Like you put it out, you get it back in.
Yeah.
So
I'm the opposite. I dwell on.
Yeah, I try not to. Some things I will dwell on, depending on what it is. Like some things I just can't get out of my head. But usually I try to move on from things very quickly.
Like if I'm like having like a bad day, like you said, like that, and then
Yeah.
something else happens, I'm like, Of course.
Why wouldn't it? You know. Nah, I get you, bro.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's it then.
Yeah, we can start wrapping it up. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to the episode. We are your hosts, Thomas and Samba. Please like, comment, subscribe.
Let us know what you think of our top fives. Let us know your top fives.
Oh yeah, please leave it in the comments. Because if your top fives are better than ours, we might change our top five depending on what it is. So let's see if you guys can come up with a better one. If your top five though doesn't have Avatar: The Last Airbender as your number one, I'm not gonna consider it. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. But definitely appreciate you guys listening. You want to say anything else to wrap up, bro?
Just come back next time.
Cool.
Share it with a friend.
And don't forget the backpack item of the day. Media is as good as you make it.
Yep.
Pretty much. So don't take it to heart when people say, hey, you play too many video games or you watch too many of this show. As long as you're taking something positive out of it, that show is fine for you. Cool.
That show's dumb, weird, not funny.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever you take away from it.
Yeah. If it affects you positively, then that's what we care about.
Yeah.
Don't let a show ruin you, because it's not ruining you. It's you ruining you.
At the same, time, don't let a show run your life over. Don't be obsessed, crazy obsessed with anyway.
Yeah, you can be a fan. Join the fandoms, but make sure you're taking the positive out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
But appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next episode.
Peace.
Take it easy.
Would you be my